Let's try this again. Apologize. Apologize, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been up since real early in the morning. And then I don't know what happened. And then it froze. It looked like it was froze on my side. And then I tried to I hit some buttons and I hit something, and it just stopped it. And here I'm thinking I'm talking to you guys watching, and no, it wasn't even recording. So, anyways, apologize again. But let's. Michael said he's trying to email it to himself, the links. I don't know why. Well, anyways, what was I talking about? The bout's coming up. Oh, yeah, it was about Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barbosa Jr. How they got all. Arnold just don't like him. I'm pretty sure there's been some, crap talking back and forth. He don't dig him at all whatsoever, and he had turned around from him, and Teofimo Lopez is like, "What are you turning around for?" So then Arnold was like, "What?" So he turned around thinking like, I guess that young mentality, like, well, what you want to do then, that type of stuff. Well, what you want to do? What you want to do? That's But now he told Teofimo Lopez, he said, "Tell everybody to get out. Tell everybody to get out, and let's get it." And then Teofimo Lopez was like, "You want to fight here?" He goes, "I don't fight here. I fight in the ring." With the New York accent, right? So Barbosa turned after he says that, he goes, "Yeah, yeah," and he called him the B word. He called him a few things, right? And then from there, I seen a press conference. It's not the final one because they don't fight till May 2nd. But on the press conference, they were going back and forth, kind of, or actually Barbosa was talking more at that point. But then they made somebody made a comment about race being racist or something, and then I'm not. That's all I could understand at that point what they said, and then all of a sudden, oh wow, he's back there waiting for me. Oh, hold on. You there, Mike? Mike might have himself muted. And then so from there, I heard somebody say something about racist. You there?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening?
What
So
you
anybody
doing?
I had a little problem a minute ago. I started falling asleep.
Did you? Yeah.
So I got up. Yeah, I've been awake.
Working hard.
I ain't been getting a lot of sleep lately because my female's in heat and my boy, I have to separate them with the doggy gate, right? Because, when I'm asleep, who knows what they're doing? Because she'll let them, the female lets the male after so many days being in heat, and so all during the night, he's whining, you know what I mean? And it just wakes me up at night. But, anyways, I was talking about, did you see that press conference with Teofimo Lopez and Barbosa Jr.? And somebody says, I think somebody in the crowd says something about racist or something, and then I think he said something about a banana. I'm not sure how that went. The dialogue on that.
I didn't see any. I seen the highlights when he threw like a slap at him. I don't even know if he might have like clipped him. Right? Sound like he might have a slap.
Oh yeah. That's what I didn't get to. But yeah, they after that press conference, they faced up a couple times. Barbosa pushed him multiple times, and then Teofimo ended up slapping him. I mean,
Yeah, the theatrics. Who do you think has that? Who do you think's got that fight?
And, I mean, if it goes by the way there, what's up, Mike? Send mine Chicago in the house.
What's going on?
If man, I mean, that's the thing with Teofimo Lopez. I was saying this a little bit earlier. It's like you don't know what Teofimo Lopez you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like he looked good against Lomachenko, and then he fights a guy like Martin. I don't know how to say his first name. I can't think of it right now. Sander Martin.
Sandor Martin.
Yeah, he fought him. He didn't look good. Got the win though. Cambosa.
Sandor's a tough opponent though.
Yeah, but then you've seen other guys go run through him. You see other guys run through Sandor. So I think he's fighting coming up too again, or he just fought. I forgot. I
think Teo fights to his level opposition. I think the better the fighter he's fighting, he fights to their level. Even if he's fighting somebody lesser than him, he'll go down and fight to their level. I feel like some fighters do that, like Tyson Fury does that once in a while.
It kind of makes that does.
I think so.
It does fit the narrative, or not the narrative, but it does fit him from what we've seen thus far. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Barbosa, and then that's the thing. Teofimo was trying to clown, talking about I was a world champion at 14 fights, 15 fights, and there was a lot of fighters that's, look at what's his name, Lomachenko. He was champion at what, 3 fights, 3 or 4 fights, I think.
I think he got a title fight his first fight, right? And he lost. Is that what happened when he fought Salido? Didn't he fight his first fight and he lost his first professional bout? I think it might have been for a title.
Might have been Salido. Yeah, right? Salido beat him. It might have been. Yeah, we have to look that up. But
you gotta look that up. Yeah, I'm not 100%, but I feel like I remember something like that. Because I remember saying, like, how could you get a title shot your first fight or whatever? I could be wrong.
Because they were trying to say that because he had so much amateur history. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think he had like 400 fights, 500 fights or something, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, something like that. I think he took too long to become a pro. I think that's what hurt him. He became a pro too late.
Yeah. Lomachenko. Because he was involved with dancing, and he was involved. Wasn't he a dancer or something? A ballroom dancer?
Yeah, when he was younger, when he was real young.
Yeah, he competed. I think he competed, right? He did that, and I think that helped him.
Ballet.
Huh?
I think some type of Ukrainian ballet.
Yeah, dance. But I think that helped him with his skills in the ring too. I believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right. Exactly. Let's see. His first fight. It was his second fight. He lost to Orlando Salido.
Okay.
His first fight, he lost. His first fight, he beat Jose Luis Ramirez, who I was just talking about, is fighting Devin Haney this coming week.
Oh, really? That's a coincidence, huh?
Okay, so he won the vacant WBO featherweight title. So Salido didn't actually hold it, but I think Salido's a former champion, ain't he?
I'm sure he is. If for some reason, so when did he fight for his first title? What fight was it? Loma. It wasn't his first.
No, it was his second fight.
It was his second fight. All right. Still, two fights in, you getting title shot. That's pretty unheard of.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's top rank for you.
Salido held multiple world championships, including the IBF featherweight title in 2010, the WBO featherweight title twice between 11 and 14. He was the first person to defeat Lomachenko. So he was the next champion. Yeah, so
he fought that fight a little dirty from what I remember too. I feel like he was too tough. Not that he was better than Loma. He was just too experienced and too tough for Loma for his first fight in. You know what I mean?
And you know what it was? It was being a veteran too. You know, like sometimes when you're a veteran, you get away with veteran moves, right?
Yeah.
That probably was it too. I think it was some with the headbutts, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what he was doing? He was punching, and as he was punching, he was coming in to to grab him up, and his head would hit him.
Right.
Roughhousing. It's all right. That's part of the game, though. So.
Right. So he got a title shot in his second fight, and then I think he was world champion by his third or fourth fight. Or no, he was world champion the second fight. Or no, what did he say? My bad, man. He lost.
It's all right.
He lost. He lost the vacant title. That's when this guy won the title, right?
It was a vacant title. All right.
It was a vacant title.
That makes sense.
Yeah, vacant title. But That's why sometimes, a lot of times, the fighters, when a fighter picks up a title that's vacant, they get backlash from that. You know what I mean? They get or when a fighter just is automatically given a belt. They've been doing that lately too.
That's the
You
email
know?
champion. Where they email you the belt. They
Yeah.
send you a picture of it. You know what? You know what I'm curious about. I had this discussion with somebody else recently. My father-in-law. What is this champion in recess about? I
Yeah.
really don't. I don't really like it. To be honest with you, I don't know what it means. How could you be a champ? They take the belt from you, but you're still the champ, and then they could decide to give it back to you. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, I don't either. So this is what happened with him. Like I said, it was a vacant title, WBO. He lost that. He lost that one. His very next fight, that same belt that Lacido won, when he beat him, it was another vacant bout for the same belt with Gary Russell Jr., the third fight, and he won that one. So that's weird. That's weird. Almost. Let's see.
Gary Russell's brother
Nine
just
months
fought. He
later.
did good.
9 months later. 9 months later, they fought, and for the same belt that was vacant again. So I don't know how I got vacant again.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how he got vacant again. Champion of recess. Have you looked it up? What does it say?
No, I didn't look it up.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, it was
What
something
belt?
with.
What
It was with
sanction was
Devin
it?
Haney. It was with Devin Haney more recently, with the Ryan Garcia thing.
Okay. It says in boxing, a champion in recess designation by WBC means a champion is temporarily unavailable to defend their title, but retains the right to challenge for it later.
Okay. I don't know.
Means the champion is temporarily unavailable to defend their title, but retains the right to challenge for it later. Why would they have to challenge for it later if they still got the title?
Yeah, it's a weird rule. I don't want to speak too much about it.
Essentially,
I don't know the history of it. I don't know when it was created, how many times it was used, because you never heard of it. You've been watching boxing. I never heard of it.
it says essentially a temporary suspension of champion status. Here's a more detailed explanation. Temporary suspension, the champion in recess status, is a way for the WBC to accommodate situations where a champion is unable to defend their title immediately, perhaps due to injury, a move to a different weight class, or other reasons. And then here we go. Retains title challenge rights. While not actively defending the title, the champion of recess still retains the right to challenge the current champion for the title at a later date. For example, Devin Haney was designated as a champion of recess by WBC, allowing him to move up to the 140-pound division and challenge for the super welterweight title, while Alberto uh, Puello took over as the WBC super lightweight champion. Huh.
He could take over now.
That's the trip. Okay, then
Yeah.
it says other examples. Terrence Crawford was also made a champion in recess by WBC as he prepared to challenge Israel Madjarov for the 154 WBA title. Consequences. The move allows the WBC to proceed with the title fights and establish a new champion in the interim. Okay, that's where the interim comes in then. While ensuring that the former champion can still challenge for the title later. That's the part that's getting me. You're saying that he can still be the champion, but then he's got to challenge back for it.
Yeah, it don't make sense. It sounds like just an excuse to hold on to a title.
Here's another little thing. It says, "What does champion of recess mean? The champion of recess distinction is given to a fighter who is unable to defend due to injury or inactivity. In essence, this is just semantics or a kind of way of stripping the champion and declaring the title vacant."
How
Okay.
could you be a champion if you're inactive? Unless you're seriously hurt, you should give the belt up then if you're not going to fight for a while. Shouldn't be able to hold on
Right.
to a title like that and let all the other guys that are out there fighting just fighting for nothing.
Yeah. For example, Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo didn't fight for over 2 years, and I didn't hear them put their 2 cents in about that. And this is what I was getting to. I was talking about earlier about how Beterbiev and Bivol fought once. Beterbiev came out on top. Then they ran it back immediately, and now Bivol came out on top. And then now WBC wants to get involved and say, "Oh, you got to fight Benavidez now," instead of letting them fight a trilogy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not cool. But I hope they do
So yeah,
fight.
good.
I hope they do fight the trilogy.
Yeah, because it seems like they just put their 2 cents in when they want, man. It's not all, it's not always a you know what I mean? It's like it's pick and choose who they want to
Yeah,
insert
well,
themselves in.
that's boxing. Yeah,
Yeah.
politics.
But it's usually more. I see it more with them than any of the other sanctioning bodies. WBC. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I could be wrong about that.
they're the most powerful. I could argue.
Yeah, because most people do think that they're the first belt.
Yeah.
They're not.
No, they're
WBA
not.
was the first
Yeah.
belt.
Yep.
So I can understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
no, I get that. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Who else is coming up? We got the 3-fight card. I know we got Devin Haney, Ryan, and there's one other person. Oh, Tio's on the card, so that's coming up soon.
that's the 2nd of May. Yeah, so that's less than about a month and a half to go. Something like that. I got Garcia.
Tio talks too much shit, but you got Garcia winning with Rolly.
I think Garcia's gonna win. I think he's gonna end up. It's gonna. I believe Ryan's too skilled for Rolly, right? He's got actual boxing skills, and then he's got that killer left hook, right? And I believe that Rolly's gonna catch that left hook and go Mimi's just like he did with Tank Davis.
They're about the same size, right? Rolly and Ryan, almost. Maybe Rolly's a little shorter.
What's Ryan? Ryan's like 5'10", ain't he? 5.
Yeah, Rolly's not too. Rolly was a little big, much bigger than Tank, but Tank's really small, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think Ryan's like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, and Rolly's probably right around there. To be honest with you,
I think Rolly's about 5'7".
Oh, that's it.
But I could be wrong. Let me check because I don't like saying wrong things if I don't know.
Yeah, it don't matter though. It's not that big of a difference. But yeah, you're right. Ryan.
See,
one.
That's why I said when we were talking the other day, I said I'd rather, if we're gonna do that video, about Mayweather and Pacquiao, I want to be more up on my facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
.58 Rolly.
So they're right. They're right there, around the same size.
I think Ryan's like. I think Ryan's like 5'9". So yeah, about the same height.
The same height.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I think Ryan has a little bit more skills, like you said, just a little bit. Ryan's not that skillful, but he's got a little more. I don't think Rolly had an amateur background, to be honest with you. I don't think he had much of an amateur. I think he just was more pro.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he did either. But one thing's for sure that and I'm pretty sure you agree with me on this if you watch the fights. Rolly's a 2-time champion, right?
Yeah.
And both fights he didn't even win. You know what I'm saying? He fought that older Venezuelan guy.
Yeah, that was messed up, right?
He got his name. Yeah, dude was putting hands on him. How did and he got the nod, right? And he got the the W on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and then we were talking about politics with boxing. That's the thing that happens a lot too, where you get janky ass, the refs make, not the refs, but the judges, they get it way wrong, right? You wonder, like, what were they watching? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And then of course, the refs, like we were talking about, Tank Davis, that was a knockdown. Either way, whatever happens, like I had said this earlier, is that he could have got hit with something the round before that, and now he's feeling it really
Oh,
now because he made a certain step, or you don't know what happened, why he took a knee, so therefore you got to count as a knockdown. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
he actually turned. He like blinked. You see him go like this after the punch, and he put his arm out like this, and then took a knee. Like he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he cowered. Like he
Yeah,
took. That's an 8 count, no matter how you twist that.
yeah. And then he
No
got up and ran to his corner, and then he ran to his corner to wipe his eye because he got his hair did, and he got some grease in his eye.
Yeah,
So I mean, that ain't how it flies. So just trip. It's a trip, right, with that one. So it's just the boxing. You just never know when it's gonna you know revert to them tactics, them old garbage, tactics of misscoring fights. You know, calling it wrong. The sanctioning body putting their 2 cents in about who needs to fight who. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah.
so it's just the thing is with the Bival and the Benavides thing is, what if Benavides beats him? Then Benavides never get the run backs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And even if he
So
does, it just won't be the same because he just got beat the fight before.
yeah, it won't be the same. Yeah,
Take
you're
something
right.
out of you when you lose like that.
Yeah, right. It won't be the same. So
No, they gotta let them fight a trilogy because the fights were really close. You could be argued. I think Bivol won the last one because I like that style a little more. I think he was a little more, but I wouldn't get mad at anybody, to put it the other way because I think it was that close. Just how you see it.
that's what they said too. That's what he said, and his corner said that he was going to be more active the second fight, which he was. But I was saying this on another video that that he's real. Bivol is real. He's a pretty smart boxer too, with high IQ and box in the ring. That he'll, like with Canelo, for example, he didn't. He had a game plan. He stuck with the jab. He stood on
Mm.
the outside as best he could, and he worked. He worked off the jab. Canelo was trying to get that 1-2 power punch out of there and get you out of there,
He's
and
too big.
instead he
Too
was,
big for him. Yeah, he was too big to do that.
yeah, he was hitting the shoulder and all that, and
Yeah,
he he just fought smart that fight. He fought really smart. So, you know, uh, you just gonna get, depending on who his opponent is and how comfortable he feels, he's gonna box a certain way. You know what I mean?
he's got those
But he
long
did
arms.
know,
Yeah, he's got those
yeah,
long arms.
exactly.
He wings. If you notice, the last fight he did too, he wings the shots behind their guard. When somebody's like this, he puts it back here. He hurt Beterbiev. I forget what shot it was. I don't know if it was a left hook or whatever. He caught him around the glove and he hurt him pretty good. He did it to Canelo. He's just got
Mm.
that reach. You know what I mean? I guess it's that Soviet
So he,
style.
so he, yeah, the Eastern European come
Come in, they
forward.
jump in pound.
Yeah, Kovalev, Triple G, they all got that. They fight like that. So you're saying he was overthrowing basically overthrowing the face and the chin. He was coming back here more,
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
Because
yeah,
Beterbiev is
but
always
he's
covering his face pretty good. You know what I mean? So he was winging them around the back, which you get hit back there. That hurts.
yeah. If not, yeah, because that's especially close by your ear, knock
Yeah,
your equilibrium off,
yeah.
and you can't recover. You know what I
No.
mean?
Yep.
So you're fighting all just jelly legs, and
Dizzy.
you
All
just can't
dizzy.
get it. Yeah, dizzy, and you're stepping funny, and
Doing the Bambi leg.
don't let Jesse Waters and Fox see me drinking with a straw.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he very impressive as far as I mentioned this earlier, but you weren't on yet. He's beaten 2 undisputed champions now, right? He's beaten Canelo and he's beaten
Good.
Beterbiev, and
Yeah.
then he also beat Zurdo Ramirez, who was 44-0.
Yeah, he was coming up too.
That,
Everybody thought
that
he was the
vacated
next
his
thing.
Yeah, he vacated his WB. I forgot what belt it was, but he vacated his super middleweight belt to go up to light heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
And
know,
he went
Bill,
up and made him look like a clown.
he's a good fighter. He's
Yeah,
tough too. Nah, he's good.
yeah,
But
that's what I'm
Zudo's
saying.
tough. Zudo's tough.
Yeah, well, he wasn't tough that day. Not with this guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, he went. So
It's true.
he's got a hell of a resume. Just those 3 fights alone. You know what I mean? I don't know who else he's fought, but with those 3 fights alone, he's
He's got to
badass.
he's got to be right under Usyk. Because I think Usyk's number one, if not Bivol, because Usyk's beat everybody up there. He beat Joshua 2 times, not even just once. You know, not that
You,
Joshua's the greatest fighter, but
you talking about a pound for pound, or you talking
pound
about
for
just
pound,
the
yeah,
bigger
no,
fighters?
pound for pound. I think Usyk might have to be number one.
Okay, since you brought up Usyk, he's another example of a guy that became
He's Russian,
champion with a little amount of fights. Right? He did
a
it.
lot of
He's a
Russian.
two-time.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's a two-time undisputed at cruiser and heavyweight. Right? So I think when he came up to heavyweight, he was 13-0, I believe, if I remember
I
correctly.
don't know. I
So
can't speak. I really don't know.
I think he was like 13-0. Uh, Teofimo Lopez, he got his belt at like 13, 14 wins. And then you got David Morale was like 7 fights, 8 fights. He got a belt. So I think that just kind of takes away from from some of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you know what I mean? When these guys are getting title fights and become a champion at that young of an age, I think it takes away from it, in my opinion. Like it takes away
So
from the prestige of them being champions. In other words, like for example, Wilfredo Benitez, right? He became world champion at 17. The record still stands, right? 17-year-old world champion, WBC welterweight title. Um, Sugar Ray ends up coming and beating him, and then he moves up to 154. I think he had the WBA junior welterweight title, or junior middleweight title, excuse me, or super welterweight, depending who you are. They use all the different words. Um, it's still the same weight, 154. He lost it to Tommy Hearns, right? But my point to that was that this man was like burnt out by the time he was like 25, 26. He was already burnt out from fighting, and he was like more like equivalent to like a guy that was in his late 30s or 40s. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, a lot of wear and tear.
I don't know. Yeah, it could have been because he started so young, and so if he was world champion at 17, he started boxing when he was really young. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
Canelo.
kid,
Canelo
yeah,
started
6 years old.
15 years old pro. Think about that.
Yeah, yeah, he was 15 a pro, and that's why he has so many fights. You know, people underestimate. A lot of people underestimate that kid still. You know what I mean? Even though he's already showed that. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
already showed a lot. People still underestimate him, but I can't see Terrence Crawford beating him. I just can't see it. I don't see it. You know
listen,
what I'm saying?
anything's possible. Anything's possible. But like we said the other day, he struggled with Madrimov. He couldn't bully him around. He couldn't push him around. So now you're going to go up 2 more weight classes from that point. How are you going to push him around?
Right.
Because if
So
you
it's
get in
14
there,
more.
yeah, if you get in there and somebody's physically stronger than you, it's really tough. Not punching power. I mean like physically stronger when grappling and moving each other around. And he might have
Right.
trouble doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. The only way I see him winning is that if he box with using a double jab, obviously the jab, but double jab, triple jab, go upstairs, upstairs to the body or whatever, right? But eventually Canelo's going to catch him, and Canelo punches hard, even though he's like you said, 2 divisions up. That's 14 pounds. He's got something about him though that he even hits harder than an average super middleweight. You know what I mean? And it was uh, what's the name? Bivol showed it when he showed his shoulder after that fight. You know, so
He definitely hits hard. There's no doubt about that.
for sure.
But Thank you. Yeah, but we got some interesting fights coming up. We got a couple interesting ones. Who else? We Subriel just fought. He was beat. They should have stopped that fight, I would say, in the 5th round, because Subriel started looking at the other guy's corner like, when are you going to stop the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen he let off the gas because he felt bad. You know, he killed
Yeah.
somebody, right? He fought somebody and they died.
No. No, I didn't know that.
Subriel Matias, yeah.
Yeah, we got family with that. We got family with that last name. Um,
Yeah.
he was what was he before the IBF? He had the IBF title, right?
Subriel, yeah, I don't know which one, but he lost it to that guy Liam. That
He
was a good
lost it,
fight. Yeah.
but now this belt. Then he just won a belt the other day, though, right? When he
I don't
fought,
know if he won a belt. I don't know if it was for a belt. It probably
I think
was.
it was.
There's so many belts, like the interims and all these other stupid belts. I don't even pay attention.
I know. Then you got the WBA Super, the WBA Regular, and
Yeah, it's
they just
retarded.
give it to guys. They just give it to guys without them even fighting. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, Subriel Matias. Let's see what it says for him. Subriel Ahmed Matias Matthew. Let's see, who held the IBF junior welterweight title from 23-24. I guess he didn't win a title. No, okay, he didn't win it. Wait a minute. No, his last fight was against Valenzuela, wasn't it? Gabriel? It's not even posted here.
Yeah.
Not even shown on the record.
It's not updated yet, really.
Uh-uh. This one right here says last fight was Roberto Ramirez on November 9th, but he just fought like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
He fought that's not listed on his record, boxing record. It's not listed. That's crazy.
He beat his corner was no good. Valenzuela's corner should have stopped that fight.
That's a trip. How it's showing that.
Was that box rec?
No, I just googled it. Here, I'll go to Box Rec now. See what it says. Yeah, ask you all kinds of questions. Sign in with this, sign in with that. Let's see. Sorry about this. We need GDPR consent.
I can't see how many people we got in the chat right now.
It just says one right now. I had like 8 or 9 earlier. People pop in and out. You know what I mean? Let's see. And then when as soon as I upload it, it usually I get a lot of little views. I mean, I don't get a ton of views, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
And plus, I hadn't been making videos in a while, and I just started doing them again recently. So I want to stay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not showing me.
Yeah, it's all right.
But that's weird. How they're not showing that. I wonder if something happened where like something like say dirty test or something like that, it would still show something. That's weird. I don't know. I was gonna check Valenzuela and see what it says for him, but I didn't check.
Yeah.
Yes, you got that going on, and you got a lot of the heavyweights. A lot of heavyweights that I'm not really aware of. A lot of them are coming out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? Like the dude that knocked out what's the name? Bang Zhang, Big Bang Zhang. I think he's a
who
Arabic dude. Ain't he?
Yeah, and who didn't Joseph Parker just fight? Joseph Parker fought Broccoli, I think. That's who fought Broccoli.
Joseph Parker beat him too, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, man, I didn't think that was gonna happen. The guy Broccoli's an animal. He hits really hard. But Parker got him.
Parker beat him.
He got him out of there with I think a right hand took him out.
Parker's looking good, dude. He's looking better than before. Like,
yeah, he's looking better now than he did in the beginning.
Yeah, he was champion at one point, WBO champion, and then what's his name? Andy Ruiz fought him, and he beat him. Parker beat him, and then he fought Was it Fury? No, not Fury. Yeah, he did fight Fury.
Did Parker and Fury fought? I don't remember that.
Well, who did he lose his belt to then? Joshua? Oh,
Joshua.
Joshua.
It was
Joshua. He lost it
Joshua.
to Joshua. He lost it to Joshua, right?
Yeah.
Which I was kind of surprised on that one. Um, but he looks good. Like he's fighting at a good level. Like he could be champion again.
He
And
could
then
get.
did he beat Zhang too?
Think so. Yeah, Zhang. He's old. He's
Yeah, he's like he's in his like 40, I think. Like if he catches you, you're in trouble. But like if you can sustain all that and stay away from him, and and you in box,
he'd be
he's in
tired.
trouble. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Yeah.
tired walking around.
And then you got what's his name? His name was in the news. Wilder. I
That
don't
was
know what
wild.
for. He's like,
He's fun.
I mean, even the division. What was it? The Bridger. Have you heard of that one? Bridger division. It's only in the WBC. It's between cruiser and heavyweight. So it's like what is it, like 205? I think 205 weight class, and it's called the Bridger. That was the one that Rockman's son was at. Remember, his son was in the news, going to fight Paul. Okay, so his son was at. That's his son was at the division, but the champion at the division, I forgot his name now, but he said supposedly that he would give Wilder a shot.
Because
So they're
Wilder's-
trying to make Wilder,
yeah.
huh?
How
They're trying to
skinny?
make him a two division.
How skinny
Go
is
ahead.
he gonna get? He's 6 foot like 8. He's gonna go down to 205.
You'd have to go down 205. That's not too much because I think he comes in at like what 213 or something like that.
That's skinny as hell for him, right? I mean, it's crazy how skinny
Well,
he
yeah,
is.
if you think about it, yeah,
6'7",
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. If you think of, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That he would, yeah, it would look like a lot because his frame, the way his frame is,
Yeah.
he would have to lose. I mean, yeah. Let me restate that because I said that like, oh, he only has to lose 7 pounds. That's a lot when it comes to, having hydrate yourself and cut the weight and all that stuff, and that could be stressful on your system and your body too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know how that would work out, but
That's
nonetheless, I mean,
interesting.
yeah, nonetheless, it's like he's they're trying to give him opportunity after opportunity to get back into motion, as and it's
He's
over
done.
with. There's too many
He's
guys,
done.
too many. Yeah, it's done. Just like in my opinion, Fury, he's done. He's done too.
Yeah, he's
You know what I
done.
mean? Joshua's done.
Yeah.
Joshua's done. Joshua got a bunch of losses now. You know, so but you got Daniel. Oh, what's his name? Daniel Dubois. You got
Dubois, yeah. You know what? You know what? Here's something crazy, bro. Daniel Dubois beat Usyk, bro. He knocked him down. Did you see their fight?
yeah.
That was a body shot. He hit him with a mean body shot, and Usyk went
What
down. He didn't get up.
what they say was a low blow.
Yeah, it was no low blow. He hit him with a
Yeah,
really mean body. Yeah, he did.
yeah, I
Just the
don't
way
think,
he went down like it. He didn't go down like he got hit with a low blow. He
yeah,
didn't grab his balls. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You get low
it was,
blowed. When you get low blowed, you grab your balls real quick and you fall. He got hit. It took a second, and then he grabbed his side. You know what I mean? You don't do that when you get hit in the
yeah,
ball. So
yeah. He got
he's
he got a
lucky.
lucky
Yeah.
IOU now on. He owes them now. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Let's hope
but I
they
think
fight again.
Daniel Bois, he has a belt. He has a belt, I believe.
That's what I'm
'Cause,
saying. They may fight again because he's got a belt, and now he's got the other belts. Usyk's got the other.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's gonna be. Let me see. I believe he got the interim WBO and then he became the WBO.
he just won some type of belt, I believe. They were trying to say he was a quitter in the beginning.
Who was?
Dubois.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that other young kid we were talking about the other day? Oh, Anderson.
Oh,
He was supposed to be.
Jared. Yeah, Jared Anderson. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
supposed
he's
to be
supposed to be.
New American coming up.
Yeah, but now I think now it's all bad.
I like that hat though, by the way, Lou.
This one.
I like that. It's cool.
What do you like about it? The camel?
I like the camo. Yeah,
Camouflage?
I like the
Yeah,
Raiders. Too. I like the Raider symbol. I like the camo. Raider
and
jersey. Nice.
it's a trucker hat. And it's got the mesh in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, it's my favorite kind of hat.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather have it be a pro fit though, but you know what I mean. But yeah,
Yeah.
so Jared Anderson was supposed to be the upper comer with Dubois, and there's who's the other one? That big, that real tall African. Remember that real tall African cat that he went in the ring with somebody one time, and the guy didn't even fight. He jumped out of the ring and left.
I don't know.
Remember that one?
Who
Yeah,
did
he's supposed to fight this cat. I think the dude's like 6'7", 6'8", too, 6'6". The African dude. He's got dread. I think he's got dreadlocks, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember this.
And the guy got in the ring with them. The announcers started announcing their names, and then he just went on between the ropes and dipped.
Yeah,
He went back to the dressing room.
That's funny. You didn't want to
That's
fight.
crazy. He didn't want to fight.
Yeah.
This guy's been knocking out everybody though. He's like really strong and powerful.
Really?
You know what I mean? He's got some skills. You know what I mean? Let me turn this off for a second. Hold on.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Tank getting his ass whooped.
Well, I was talking about it earlier. I was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Before you got on. And I was saying that how he's a smart fighter. He's got real ring IQ, right? But he was trying to take him out of his game. Well, we talked about this the other day, but he was trying to take him out of his game, and it didn't work. He was trying to get him to bite like a big mouth bass, and he bit a little bit, saying one or two things back, but he didn't get all the way back into just straight, shit talking back and forth, and that's not what Davis was hoping for. Davis was hoping for him to start, like I said, bite like a big mouth bass, and then he could start doing his thing and make him look silly. And dude didn't go for it. You know what I mean? So,
nope.
That's
what you call ring generalship.
Davis.
He controlled the momentum. He controlled the ball.
Yeah, Roach. I keep saying Davis. For some reason, I got them confused. Keyshawn Davis and Lamont Roach. I keep wanting to say Lamont Davis, but yeah. So he did his thing, man. And if he would have called that a knockdown, then he would have won. You know what I mean?
But he
would have won.
Yeah.
So and I didn't realize until you mentioned it to me that Calvin Ford wasn't his main trainer.
No.
But it dawned on me. But once you told me that, it makes sense now because I remember another guy speaking while Calvin was up there with him, and I was thinking in my head, who is this? And why is he up there?
Yeah.
But it all makes sense now after I'm talking to you about. We were talking about the other day about boxing. Now it makes sense. You know what I mean? So
it's crazy.
Yeah, Calvin Ford's been with him since he was a little boy. You know what I mean?
You know what I never knew about Calvin Ford? You've seen the show The Wire, right?
Yeah, I seen like bits and pieces of it.
Well, there's a character in that show who was based on Calvin Ford.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah, he comes out of jail and he opens up a boxing gym. It takes place in Baltimore. And I didn't know that. But yeah.
That's where they're from. I didn't know he was in jail though.
Well, the character in the show, that was his story, so I'm guessing it's similar. But I know it is based on him. Whether he was in jail or not, I don't know. But it would make sense.
He's funny too. He said some funny stuff. Calvin James. You know what I mean? He talks funny the way he pronounces words and stuff. There's some words he says sounds real funny.
You know who my favorite trainer is? I don't know if you're gonna agree with this. But he's one of my favorite trainers for a long time now. Robert Garcia.
Freddie Roach. Oh, I was gonna say him too.
Robert Garcia. Yeah. I think he might be my favorite trainer.
The only thing about Robert Garcia that I didn't like was when he was coaching, when he was head trainer for Margarito, right? And they thought it was funny, where they got a big cinder block and put it on top of his glove, and we're
Yeah,
wrapping it, and they thought, and he starts laughing. This
yeah.
shit ain't funny, man.
No, that's not
Kill
funny. That's
somebody like that. Look how bad he whipped. Look how bad he put it. Like he messed up Kodo bad, man. It was like,
he ruined Koto's
you know what I
career.
mean?
He ruined Koto's career, bro. Koto would have might have been a little better if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
took
would
something
agree
out of
with
him.
that.
He took something out of
I
him.
think, I think so too. I think so too. Because remember during the fight, towards the end of the, because Kodo was putting hands on him. Remember, he was putting hands on him.
Yeah,
But then what
but then
happened?
it stopped. Then all of a sudden it just like went the other way, right?
Yeah, well, that stuff too. That whatever it's called, the more it gets wet, when it
Mm-hmm.
gets start getting really wet is when it starts
Plastic.
drying to harden up. Real, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, you can see it in Koto's face, man, because he took a knee, didn't he? I think he took a knee in
Yeah,
that fight.
yeah, he did. He was
He
getting
was
his
getting
face was
he was
destroyed.
getting blasted. Yeah, he was getting blasted, man. It was knocking him out of his equilibrium and shit. Well, I mean, it's understandable. You getting hit with a guy that got concrete on his hands or whatever that shit was.
Nesta.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's dangerous. What's fucked up is that the two known stories that we have about that being done in boxing, there's a Puerto Rican involved. One is the Puerto Rican doing it, and the other one is Cotto getting it done to him.
Yeah, that's
Right?
fucked
You remember
up.
the story? I don't know if you know the story about
Yeah,
Luis Resto.
didn't the guy end up killing himself or something like that?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, that's what they think. Yeah, he ran into a tree. Well, after he lost, he became depressed and started drinking and drinking really bad,
Yeah.
and yeah, he took off in his car and ended up hitting it. Running into a tree. Uh, his name was Billy Collins, Eddie
Yeah, I think
Collins.
Irish kid, Billy Collins.
Yeah, Irish kid, and but what gets me is that this dude, he went to prison for it, right? And so did Panama Lewis, was his trainer. He took out all the padding in his gloves, right?
Yeah.
And the father was the one that figured it out when he went over there to shake his hand after the fight, and he felt the gloves, and he started calling for the ref immediately, and dumbass Luis Risto, he's looking over at Panama Lewis like, help, like, what's he gonna help you with? When you're caught, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
crazy, but it's just crazy even having that thought to do that to somebody, like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
man,
crazy.
that's some shitty, shitty shit there, you
It's a
know,
dirty person.
man. Yeah. So, and they both went to prison for it, and then what's his name? Zab Judah had him as a trainer one time, but he couldn't come into the arena. Uh,
Yeah.
he used him to train him. He used him to train him, but he couldn't be there. During the fight.
Yeah.
You know, and then he had that other incident with what's his name? Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor
He
and
drank something, right? It was a different bottle.
yeah. He tells him, give me that bottle that I mixed, and he says, no, not that one, the one I mixed. And then Alexis Aguayo was talking about how Aaron Pryor came out bombing, and in the late rounds,
That's a crazy
like it was,
fight to watch.
yeah, like it was a fresh fight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He came out there swinging, and he had so much stamina and endurance in the late rounds, 13th, 14th round. He was like, it was unbelievable to him. You know what I mean, bro? That was because that bottle had steroid mixed in it. That when he drank it, it opened up his lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was able to get busy. What does he say here?
Crazy.
That was a shame. Yeah, that was a shame.
Yeah.
Was it plaster or something? Yeah, it was something
Yep.
like that. Plaster or something. The water bottle juiced up. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly. So that dude don't. Panama Lewis. He don't have no. You know what I mean? He was involved with two different deals there. That really had a bad influence. On people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, in that type of environment where you're trusted, as a trainer and all that, and you do that, that's bad. In my opinion, that's really bad. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
It's not good. You shouldn't let them box anymore after that.
shouldn't they shouldn't have no type of nothing that where people are are
Yeah, training or boxing.
depending on them. Yeah, people are depending on them, or even in that position where you don't know what they're doing exactly. Well, therefore, if you can't trust them, they don't need to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too bad, man, about that. And then the kid, Eddie Collins. I believe his name was Eddie. I know it was Collins, but I think
I
it was
think it was
Eddie.
Billy. Yeah, I don't know.
Billy.
Yeah, I think maybe Billy. I could be wrong
It was
though.
Billy. It was Billy or Eddie, right? And I
Yeah.
believe they lived in Oklahoma. They lived in Oklahoma. Did you see the documentary on it? They did a
Yeah.
documentary on it, and the guy that was doing the documentary was spending a lot of time around Luis Resto, and Luis Resto was living at a gym, and he was working at the gym, sweeping and all that, mopping, and being the janitor, I guess. And I think he might have been training a couple kids too. And uh, this was in New York, and Resto's kids ended up moving to Virginia, I believe Virginia. And so this guy that was doing his documentary would ask him questions and all that, and Resto had him believing that he had nothing to do with it, that it was all Panama Lewis. And he had no clue that they took all the padding out of the gloves and all that. Which, come on, that's bull crap. You know what it feels like when you put your hand in a glove and everything that's been
Yeah.
inside of it. You've been boxing already for so many years. You're gonna know that something ain't
Of
right.
course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. So, anyways, he finally tells the truth that he did know about everything. You know what I mean? And to the guy that was doing the questioning. And you know what I mean? That was something to watch there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Manny
Scary.
Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao beat the hell out of Antonio's. Oh yeah, he did. He sure
He
the hell
ended his
did.
career. I think he ended his career. He broke his orbital bone.
Yeah, he did tear his ass up. He tore him up, man. He never came back.
Yeah. He was looking at the referee like this, like stop the fight. Stop the remember he kept Pacquiao would hit Margarito with a combination, then look over at the ref and be like,
Yeah, he's not fighting back. He's not even blocking himself. He's not.
he was beating
It,
his
it, I think maybe the ref wanted to enjoyed what was going on because he
yeah,
didn't agree with the cheating shit. Maybe
maybe.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. You never
Yeah.
know.
So, yes, I don't know. I don't know, but that's a fucked up position to be in with doing that. You know, So when Robert Garcia did that, I thought that was very distasteful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and somebody of his stature, I didn't believe that he should have been even coaching that dude. Period. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no good.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. He should have rejected him. Because they weren't paying him no more. Like it wasn't like they were paying him astronomical, and he wasn't getting no work. He was getting. He's been at the top for a while now. You know what I mean? He's been in
Yeah.
the top 10 for a while now. We'll say the top 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he's in the top 5 for sure as top trainers. It's probably him. Uh, Dude, we were talking about earlier, Ford. Uh, what's his name? Tank Davis's guy. What's his name? Calvin.
Calvin.
Calvin Ford. Calvin Ford. And I believe Tank's his only fighter. I think I never seen him. I never seen him with anybody else. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe the amateur level or the lower level, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure he's an amateur fight. Oh, Bomac,
yeah,
Brian McIntyre, he's a good
that's
coach.
another one.
He's really
Bomac
Terrence.
with Crawford, and then you got what's his name, Eddie
Reneso for Canelo's guy.
Reynoso. Yeah, Eddie Reynoso.
Yeah, but who's he at? He
Uh,
doesn't really have anybody else, right? I mean, he might train other fighters, but I don't know if he's got anybody.
he's training Ryan again. I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Ryan. And you got there's a couple more guys. Freddie Roach is still up there, in my opinion, too.
Yeah,
Freddie
no,
Roach.
good. Freddie helped. He helped Manny a lot. He helped Manny a lot.
Yeah, Black Hat Music. What's up, Black Hat
Yeah.
Music? Send mine for serving our country, sir. Dropping in the show, support and respect to the No Fly Zone Ricans. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, Black Hat.
Fast ass Dave, cut it out, Kamala supporter. Cut it out, Kamala supporter. You know nothing, homie. Well, if I don't know nothing, what you doing here? Huh? Chump? Huh? Yeah, Black Hat Music's a long time a long time, what you call it? A long time watcher or a
Yeah,
long time supporter of both channels.
it's cool.
Carlito. Carlito's in the house. Carlito. So yeah, it's what do you think of what's the name of Xander Zayas? You heard of him?
No, nope.
He's an up and coming Puerto Rican fighter out of I'm not sure if he's out of New York or
Is he
from the
from
island.
Brooklyn? Is he from Brooklyn?
That's you thinking of Edgar Berlanga?
No, not Belonga. What do you think of
Edgar's
Belonga?
from
What do you think of
I
Belonga?
think I think I thought a while back he was it was just a like a you know a like trying to showboat. I thought, but I'll keep it real. When he fought Canelo, I thought he looked pretty good.
Yeah, he
You
looked
know,
terrible. He didn't look terrible.
no, he didn't. Yeah, he looked a lot better than any of the other some the previous fights I seen. The one where he tried to bite somebody, right? He looked totally different. I mean, he stuck to his game and it was working. It was working. Besides him getting left hooked, you know what I mean? That took him down. Look, it went the distance. So Canelo respected him enough. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
To
Canelo
continue to
definitely
fight a
respected his
certain way.
power. Definitely, God bless you. Definitely
Yeah.
respected his power.
Right. Right.
That all good stuff.
We got a windstorm. Man, we got a windstorm blowing through and grass fires out of control here.
Yeah, not
And
good.
it's been windy. It was real windy earlier. It's been pouring last night and earlier it was pouring a lot. Uh,
It was windy.
and sometimes we get bad or strong winds, dust and smoke that the sun blocked. Ooh, man. I remember my last year in the pen, they had fire I was in Soledad, California. They had a fire in that same county, but it was further south, I believe. I can't remember exactly where it was at. But I remember we used to come out to yard, man. It would be all like gloomy, because all the smoke. And then I got out. I paroled, and then there was another fire. It's like Stockton area, and the skies were just tore up for about 30 miles each way. Let's see,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
45 miles sustained with gusts to 65. Ooh, that's not good.
It's too fast.
Yeah. Fast ass Dave, why don't you? Would you want to jump on or something? You got a whole lot to say, huh? You wouldn't know a real G if it smacked you upside the head. Your mama's a soy boy. Fucking chump ass motherfuckers. That's what they do. They hide behind a fake fucking picture and a fake name and then talk shit. Talk about real man. Motherfucker. You know what I mean? Anyways,
Yeah,
remember I was telling you the other day?
Hmm?
Huh?
No,
Remember I was
just
telling you the other day?
yeah, good.
Remember I was telling you the other day that between 135 and 140, I mean, we got enough fights that we can make for like a couple of years worth of fights. You know what I mean?
If they fight each other, nobody fights
Without,
anyone.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
fights.
yeah.
You know?
If they fight each other, right? Um, and then you got what do you think of Turkey Al Sheikh? What do you think about him?
I think he's a fan. I think he likes to watch boxing, so I think it's pretty good. He made the pay per views what $25, $30 they were cheap.
Well, okay, I wasn't aware of that,
Yeah,
but the reason I was asking because that some people I seen some people on Instagram say that um he wasn't allowing nobody to say Jesus and stuff like that. I don't know how true that is, right?
yeah, it's dairy
Uh,
though. Let's look what I got going on. You know what I mean?
yes,
You can't say Jesus. That means you can't wear this.
you can't say Jesus because they don't look at Jesus as I think they look at Jesus as the Archangel Michael, I think, or something like that, right?
Yeah, they don't look
Um,
at Jesus like we do. I'll tell you that.
yeah, and but if you say God, it's okay because Allah is God, but not they don't believe in the Trinity, right? the Son, the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. So I don't know how true that is. Like I said, somebody
I
was
don't
saying
know.
that on Instagram. Um, he says he wants to make the big fights, and I believe him,
I
right?
believe him too. Yeah, I believe him. He's
But
trying.
it's obviously it's going to be his way, right? And I guess some people like Canelo thought that he deserves more than that or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
what's going on,
you know, you
Carlos?
know, he had the Undertaker come to do a birthday party for one of his kids or both his kids. He paid
Who?
him a grip. The
Turkey?
Undertaker, the wrestler. Yeah, yeah. He paid Undertaker like 1 million or 2 million to come do his kid's birthday party.
That's funny. That's cool. You got the
Well, if
money.
you
Why
got
not?
it, that's what they say. They say that over there. If you got it, why not? But how did they get it though? Because they say that what's the name? What's his name? The Prince. They say that
So,
he that
yeah,
he got all his family members together and forced them to give up their money to him.
Bin Salman, something like that.
Yeah, BS whatever BSD. Ahmad Bis no Ahmad AMD or something like that. I forgot what his name is, but anyways, yes. Oh shit! I thought somebody was popping off right now. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Popping off right now?
Yeah, you hear it?
Nah.
If that's what I thought, if that's what I think I was hearing, that was about 20 rounds right now. Damn. That was yeah. So, anyways, uh, they can make it. They can make it happen over there. And I wasn't aware that they sold the pay per views for that cheap.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
which most people that's a boxing fan is going to pay with the quickness $20, $25
Yeah.
a night of boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah, because what is the pay per view at now over here with like the zone and stuff? What is it about 100?
Yeah, like 80 to 100. Like, depends. It's fucked up. It's too much
Yeah,
money. Too much. Whatever it
it's
is,
not
too
worth.
much.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I'd
Me
rather
neither.
just wait and yeah, I'd rather just wait, check the highlights later, who won, and then later the next day watch the fight in totality or watch the highlights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's way too much money, man. Like and that's what I'm saying when I was talking the other day. Like people ain't gonna be able to go to boxing to watch it in person. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to go to football games, baseball games, basketball games, probably even the movies, right? Even buying some pizzas for the kids. Things are gonna be getting hard here soon, right? So when you see something like that, 20, $25, that's where they should have been at. And they probably would have sold more. You know what I mean? Because then more people would buy it. You
100%.
know,
I agree. Without
you
a
know,
doubt.
it's just that corporate greed bullshit, right? They want to charge the crap out of it. You know what I mean? And that goes with everything. McDonald's, Pizza Hut, all the places a lot of us frequent. You know what I mean? A lot.
100%.
So I never got that concept. You raise the price. You know what I mean? It's obvious that lower the price is going to bring more customers than raising the price. I mean, that's
Absolutely. I
like
agree.
business. Yeah, it's business 101, right?
And especially
Trying
with
to act godly.
boxing fans, they die hard. So they're gonna if you help them out a little bit, lower it, they're definitely buying it. Even if it was $50, I guarantee you many more people would buy it.
I'm trying to remember how much it was when I think it was like $39, but when I was like, you know what I mean, when I was paying attention to it.
Yeah, I remember when it was like 50, $60. I thought $60 was a lot. You know what I mean? It was like $50.
Yeah, and
Back in like
then it turned.
2002.
Yeah, then it turns into a dud where they're not even fighting the main event.
You got one
They're
fight.
just
Yeah, just the main
yeah,
event.
yeah, and then that don't turn out right either. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's, yeah, people, it's horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Your mama's a sucker, chump, trying to act godly. Who's trying to act godly? You dumb fuck, fucking stupid motherfucker, man. It's fucking stupid. Trying to act godly. That's like the kettle calling. Whatever. Anyways, what about the uh, what about the what you call the fight, the MMA fight? Did you watch that one?
Nah, I really don't watch MMA to be honest with you.
You don't watch it?
Nah.
I, I just pay attention to the main, most of the main events or the co-main events, or you know what I mean, or the veterans that have been around for a while. But uh, Alex Pereira, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
He he got beat for his belt. He looked terrible the other night. He got beat by oh man, I forgot. He got beat by Anna Kalivov. Anna Kalivov. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's I think he's from Dagestan. I think
Yeah.
he got he just outworked him. You know what I mean? He outworked him. Um, took his belt. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. That was like kind of the point I was saying earlier too about even with Pareda, he got a belt like fast. You know what I mean? And then he moved up and got a title shot and got another belt. You know what I mean? So now he's like 8-2, 9-2, something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of good fights coming up. But I gotta run, Lou. I gotta go. I'm getting a
Yeah.
little sleepy, and I gotta put
Tell
some.
me about
Yeah,
it.
it's been a
Tell me
pleasure.
about it. I start falling asleep
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I looked at the thing and it was like stuck. And then I hit something. I don't know what I hit, but it didn't allow me to jump back in. So I had to come off
Yeah,
and create a whole new thumbnail and everything, or create a whole new link and everything.
yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. But
No doubt. It's
all
been
good.
really,
You
yeah,
gave me about an hour, or you know what I mean, close to it. That's
yeah.
good. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
appreciate
We'll
you.
do it again.
I appreciate. I appreciate you stopping in. And then hopefully next time we could do talk about these fights that are coming up in New York, or that topic that me and you spoke
Let's
about.
yeah, let's do that top. That'll be a good one. We'll do our
Yeah.
research beforehand so we know everything, and then we'll do that'll be a good discussion.
All right. Sounds good. All
All
right.
right,
You have a
bro.
good night, huh?
You too.
All
Good
right.
night, everybody. Thanks
Thanks.
for watching. Later.
Thanks again.
Yep.
So, fast ass Dave, you got a lot to say, sucker. So why don't you fucking bring your monkey ass on the fucking screen and say what you got to say? I didn't want to talk like this while my guest was on, but you ain't nothing but a sucker ass. You know what I mean? Hiding your name and all that bullshit, man. Huh? Come talk to me. Come tell me. Let's see what kind of dodo shit comes out your mouth. Man, I tell you, boy. You gone, Carlos? Good night. Buenas noches. But of course you won't come on because you're a cobarde. Coward. Straight coward. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a chump. He's a straight mark. I block. I block what? I ain't block shit. Fuck you talking about? I ain't block nothing. If I blocked, you wouldn't be here. There it is. There's the link. Grab the link. Grab the link. Grab the link, man. Watch when CIU. Yeah, but you won't grab the link, huh? Talk that monkey ass shit up here. Come on, then. Come on, then. Well, where you at, sucker? Yeah, crybaby liver. You're the only one been in there crying. Yeah, straight coward. Straight cobarde. Coward. That's what you. That's what you people do. Talk all that shit. Then when you're invited to come on, let's talk about it. You guys say, "Oh yeah, sure," but then don't ever do it. Like the cowards you are. Come on, fast ass Dave. Where you at? It don't take that long. The damn link's right there. All you gotta do is tap the freaking link in the chat right there. That link right there. All you gotta do is tap it, and it takes you right to it. Oh, now why am I mad? Wow, oh, what do you mean? Yeah, yeah, that's coward shit. You ain't coming, coward ass motherfucker, man. Yeah, he ain't coming. Wasting people's time. Oh, I'm a coward. Yeah, I'm a coward. Huh. But your sorry ass ain't getting on here, right? I mean, that's the best we can do. That's the best we can do right now because I don't even know who you are because you're such a coward. You don't show who you are or your name. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best I could do now at this particular moment. But if you's around, let me know. If you in Northern California, let me know. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Fast ass Dave. Use a liberal, bruh. You'll call 5-0. I'll call 5-0. I ain't never called 5-0 a second in my life. Anybody that says stupid shit, especially from that side, whatever they say, they're projecting. It's projection. And it's really what they do. You know what I'm saying? You'll call 5-0. So if you come on the screen, I'm going to call 5-0 on you, huh? Come on, man. Come with something better than that. Use a liberal, bruh. You'll call 5-0. Liberal, bruh. I got your mark, sucker. Yeah, you ain't coming on. So, anyways, like I was saying before, I got this guy, champ, champ. I got the gate. See the guys? You see the gate? I got him separated from her. She's in heat. She's in heat, and at night I don't want them making puppy love. You know what I'm saying? Big Lou, this bozo got the same account because he's a straight clown. Oh, we know that. Ya sabemos eso. Un payaso de carnaval. Yeah, Champ's getting old. He's getting older. He's 2 years old now. Remember when I first got him? The boy got dome. He got a dome piece on him. What's up, Champ? Yeah, he's getting bigger. Daisy, there she comes. She was hiding. There she goes. Daisy Queen. Yeah, he's way taller. He's way bigger and taller than her. Quit fighting dogs. Quit fighting dogs. So now what you doing? You're dry snitching now? Quit fighting dogs. Wow. What an idiot, man. Straight idiot. Just talk straight out the side of your neck or out your ass. This one is a special type of coward. Yeah, he's just a mark. Straight. Then he's up here talking about watch when you see who I am. Watch when you see IU. Watch when you see IU. Quit fighting dogs. Wow. Dry snitching on somebody that's not even doing dry that's straight dry snitching because you're saying that, hoping that somebody sees it and reports it to the police. Even though I don't got nothing to do with nothing like that. I care for my animals. Only marks fight dogs. What a straight idiot. What a straight idiotic mofo. Straight dodo bird. This bozo needs hooked on phonics. He needs hooked on phonics and he needs a swift kick in the ass. You know what I mean? Because he's a dodo bird. A lame brain mofo. You drunk, bruh? You drunk, bruh? Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh, you drunk? Hey, bruh. Bruh. Who the hell talks like, who says that? Bruh. Hey, bruh. Stupid ass motherfucker, man. Yeah, bruh. Oh, now I probably get drunk and hit my wife. Oh my gosh. Man, you exposed me, man. Damn it. How'd you at all everything you accused me of, you finally hit the nail on the head, man. You got me. All right, come out. Come out from underneath that swimming pool. They know you're under there. Yeah. And that's my crime partner saying that. Come on, they got us. Come out from underneath the swimming pool. Stupid ass. What a dumb fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out on this. Old fast ass Dave, coward ass ain't gonna come on and let's discuss it since he got so much to say about me. You know what I mean? And chump. Bozo. Yeah. Grab the link, Bozo. Oh wow. Now you wanna oh wow. There's nothing more that I hate than a motherfucker calling another man bitch or a punk. And now you want to call me, oh man, you done wow. That really shows how much of a coward you really are. And that really shows you ain't nobody and never done nothing, ain't never been nowhere. Right? Nobody does that. Nobody calls somebody, especially in this type of manner and fashion, where I can't even get at you, and you're gonna start calling that. You're gonna start using that kind of them words, man. You just told me I'm not even gonna mess with you no more because you just showed me right now by using that language, right, that you ain't even on my level. That you just a straight sucker, right? You're not on my level, right? Because if you were on my level, something like that would never come out of your mouth or from you, period. Period. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Dave. Say whatever you want. We know you're a coward. You ain't about shit. You ain't about that life. You ain't about shit. You're probably sitting there at your mama's, probably sitting there on your mama's bed, at your mama's bed still, living in your mama's house. All right, Carlos, I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna tap out, everybody. Michael More Mile Madon. Michael Mormile. Thank the Michael D. Leonardo Jr. for tapping in. Black Hat Music. Ron Garcia. Geraldina Gutierrez. Geraldina. PNG News. Mike out there in Chicago. So we got Mike from Chicago. We got Ron from downtown LA. We have Michael Mormile from New York. Carlos tapping in from Florida. Black Hat Music, I believe, is in Arizona. So we got a lot of folks tapping in from other places. So good night to you, Michael Mormile. Carlos. I'll catch you on the next one. Baby, baby.